This is Bio Chapter 7. Today we'll be covering degenerative diseases. Degenerative diseases are caused due to malfunctioning of some part or organ of the body. Now, for example, pancreas. If the pancreas is not working properly, it is not producing insulin in the required amount, it is producing more or less insulin, then we develop diabetes. Heart, when the heart is not able to pump the blood properly, when there is blockages in the blood vessels or in the coronary artery of the heart itself, it might not be able to pump the blood to the body properly, and this might lead to many problems such as hypertension, such as arrhythmia, such as arteriosclerosis, etc. First comes diabetes mellitus. It happens when the pancreas are not producing insulin in required quantity, that is, they are producing less insulin. Now the insulin is used to absorb sugar in the cells. Whatever food we eat and digest, mostly the carbohydrates and the fats, they are broken down in the digestive system in the form of glucose molecules. Now this glucose molecules is the simpler molecule substance or the simpler sugar substance which is absorbed by the cells of the body to release energy. To absorb this glucose from the blood, the cells need insulin. So the pancreas produce the insulin. But if this insulin is not produced in required quantity, then the person develops diabetes. The cure of this disease is by giving insulin injections. Now, diabetes is not a communicable disease, but it is a genetic disease or a hereditary disease. That is, if one or both of the parents are suffering from diabetes, they are most likely to pass on the disease from themselves to the child. Other than that, diabetes is also a lifestyle disease. Then come heart diseases or cardiovascular diseases. First is, let's break the word, arteriosclerosis. This means the blood vessels, the arteries, the walls of the arteries harden. We have three types of blood vessels. They are arteries which carry blood from the heart to all parts of the body. The blood in the arteries, to remember, has a high pressure. It flows in a high speed. Veins. Veins carry blood from all parts of the body to the heart, back to the heart. The blood pressure in the veins is lesser than that of the arteries. Then capillaries. The arteries, when they reach the body parts or different cells of the tissues of the body, they divide into capillaries so that the blood can come in contact with each and every cell. When the exchange of food, gas, oxygen, waste materials, everything has happened, the capillaries join back to form veins and the blood is carried back to the heart. Now, the heart diseases are found mostly in the arteries. This is also caused in the arteries. What happens? The wall of the arteries become hardened. If they become thick and hard, then there will be less space for the blood to flow through them. And this puts pressure on the heart. The heart has to work harder to pump the blood into the arteries then. Then comes atherosclerosis. Here the arteries become narrow. The arteries become narrow or thinner due to the accumulation of cholesterol. The cholesterol accumulates in the arteries, walls of the arteries, and the arteries hence become thinner. Now there is less space again for the blood to flow through the artery. Again, this will put pressure on the heart and the heart will have to work harder to pump the blood. Hypertension, this is normally called high blood pressure when the blood is flowing in a higher speed through the arteries then they can handle. What can happen in this case? The walls of the arteries might get damaged. There might be blood or issues in clotting blood. There might be chances of internal bleeding. Then comes coronary heart disease. The coronary artery is the artery which supplies blood to the heart itself. It is the job of the heart to supply blood to all the parts of the body. The heart also needs blood to function its own cells, and the coronary arteries supply the blood to the heart. Now, when there is cholesterol accumulation in the coronary artery, then we get blockages there. The heart again has to work harder. Since the cells of the heart themselves are not getting proper blood in this case, this leads to a heart attack. The symptoms are nausea, feeling like vomiting, actually vomiting, pain in the chest, especially the heart area, and breathlessness. Then come the kidney diseases. First of all, what do the kidneys do for the body? Let's understand a bit here. Kidneys work like an RO purifier. We know what happens. You turn the purifier on, it will start taking water from the supply. Whatever purification process goes on those chambers, we don't know, but in the end we get the dirty unconsumable water coming out of another pipe and the purified clean water being stored in a small storage tank in the system itself. Similarly, the kidneys are used to purify the blood. Now, when the blood is purified, the blood enters the kidneys. It is purified through the small tubules or cells of the kidneys called nephrons. These are the filtration units, small filtration units of the kidneys in a way. The blood enters the kidneys, it is purified, it is filtered. The clean blood is pushed back into the body, and the unconsumable dirty substances which are left is the urine, which is removed from the body. Now the urine contains urea, uric acid, water and salts of the body. This urea and uric acid are produced when protein is digested in the body. This is harmful and toxic for the body, so it has to be removed. Water, the excess water which we consume is removed in this way. Salts, also the excess soil which we have consumed, are removed. When there is kidney inflammation, this means any pathogen such as the bacteria has attacked the kidney. Inflammation is the way of the body to tell that there is something wrong with the particular part. When kidney inflammation takes place, the kidneys cannot work properly, they cannot purify the blood properly. So what happens? There is an accumulation of urea, uric acid, salts in water, and the person urinates less or doesn't urinate at all. When this condition goes on for a longer period of time, it leads to kidney failure. The kidneys stop functioning completely. This condition is treated by kidney dialysis. A dialysis machine is just like a kidney, but it is a machine. It is working outside the body. There are two outlets of blood. One is one inlet and one outlet of the blood. One is the outlet through which the blood will go out of the body into the purification machine, the dialysis machine, and the inlet will let the purified blood back into the body. Once a patient suffers from kidney failure, they have to get dialysis done regularly. Second is kidney transplant. In kidney transplant, the kidney of a healthy person, the donor, is given to the receiver. Joint diseases. Joint diseases are mostly caused in old age because the joints are not working properly. Joints are the parts of the body where two bones join. Here we have, in every joint, we have three things: the bone, the muscle, and the cartilage. Cartilage is basically the soft bone. It is the flexible, bendable bone which allows us to straighten and bend our body at the points of joints. First is arthritis. It is generally occurring in in the old age. First type is osteoarthritis, in which the cartilage wears down due to rubbing together. जो cartilage है वो एक तरीके से घिस जाता है because we are using those joints for long period of time. So this happens in the old age. It mostly affects the joints which are weight bearing, जिन पे वजन पड़ता है, like the knees, the ankles and the hips. Second is rheumatoid arthritis. It is a crippling disease. It can be caused at any age. It is seen in younger people also. It is mostly caused or found in the finger, wrists and ankles, etc. What happens here, if you are doing something for a longer period of time and the body is not getting enough movement, the joints of those parts are not getting enough movement, then this can be caused. Here the example is given for rheumatoid arthritis. Here the fingers have become swollen and crippled. They cannot be moved properly. This can be caused by doing some activity, again repeating, for a longer period of time, such as typing on a computer, such as playing a sport, etc. This can be cured and managed by painkillers, exercise and dietary control. Next and the last is the cataract. Cataract is the vision problem caused in old age. In this, the lens of the eyes starts becoming opaque. Now what we know about opaque objects is this, that they do not allow light to pass through them. If the light is not passing through the lens of our eyes, we cannot see. So what happens? The lens is slowly becoming opaque. Light is not able to enter the body. The vision gradually blurs and diminishes until the person becomes blind. What is the cure for this? The lens of the eye has to be changed. So in this case, the opaque lens, the damaged lens, is changed with a man-made plastic lens called intraocular lens by eye surgery. This is enough for today. We will continue tomorrow.